if that's the same energy you get when they see you. Do they ask, such questions like, what's your relationship with Jola? Because it's giving like you were saying something different.
Are you quick to say sorry?
I don't say sorry.
Hi everyone, you're welcome. So, the Real Housewife of Lagos, season 3, episode 3 is what I'm going to be talking about today and review. So please bear with me with the pictures on the screen. It might not really kind of correlate with what the topic I'm discussing. But I just have to put the pictures together and of the scene of things that happen in episode 3. So first we start by Dabota. She would I say maybe she invited the ladies over, the housewife over, or I shall know that they visited a beauty store, Beauty by AD, and she was so impressed. She's so happy. They did give her compliments about would I say store, and she likes it. Then later, someone deliver a gift of rose and a card, which Miriam was so nosy that she wants to know who sent the package, what's the person's name. She was just trying to be herself, Anyway, she's even said it that Diadem, which is Diola, purposely organized that to be delivered by the time they will be around so that she can use that to prepare them. So they put that aside. So they talked about then Adiola now talked about the apology that Carolyn tendered, that she was so impressed with it and blah blah blah. So Laura also responded by like, yeah, she's glad that she did apologize. She apologized. Then Miriam now asked that, do you not think you owe Caroline an apology?
Sorry, I don't say sorry, but yeah, I'm very glad that she did, and I'm grateful because I've always wanted that
On
to
the
happen.
note of you not quick to say sorry, do you think you owe her an apology too?
Then we saw the show where Caroline visited Dabota. Dabota was meant to visit Caroline, but she said she sprained her ankle, and so Caroline visited her. They talked, as usual, they will compliment each other and compliment maybe their space where they live or their store, and then she now talked about how she sprained her leg, or that it was their dog that before she knew him, I think maybe she stepped on him or something like that, and she's sprained her ankle. And yeah, she was being offered things. They talk about what happened, how Caroline reached out to her when she was going through her up and down with Linda Ikeji. Linda Ikeji is the one of the top bloggers in Nigeria that just carry people's posts. Well, sometimes she's carrying a force for one, and people just run with it. So they just kind of reflect on how blog sometimes carry force issue about people, and what it destroys home. And it's truly, to be sincere, Laura Ikeji in that aspect, she that's the truth, that sometimes the things that she carries about, when you're maybe a bit more wealthy and the story just go around sort of, it's not really nice, because they're not really a verified story. I think Adabota did say it got to a stage where maybe each time of her daughter's birthday they would just put on something about her face and all that, until when she decided to reach out and send a strong warning to to Linda Ikeji, until when she stops. Carolyn to this state how she felt during her own and how it affected theirs. Caroline felt that it was not polite, or it wasn't ideal for Dabota not to nibble on what she served her while she just watched her eating alone. I don't know if there's any etiquette about that. Because sometimes some people prepare food and all that, they will serve you, but they'll be gisting with you. You can also invite them. I think it's one of those things. Why don't you join me? Let's eat together. So guys, let me know what you think. Is it something that has to be done, that when you invite someone in, you must eat from the food that you serve them? Okay, so moving on, they show Caroline where she was showing her Airbnb. I think she called it I can't remember, maybe Apex or Alexia Airbnb, where people come in to lodge for a few months or weeks. Some it could be family, and she's able to showcase an interior design and all that. So they show where she was showing the place where she was preparing for a family of 4 that are coming over to spend maybe 4 months or something like that. So this is also showing what she does for for a living as well. And one of her friends, which I think she invited over, also came to check up with her, and they did compliment the place. And then they talk about the housewives, how she apologized to Carolyn, and she said she did it for her own sanity as well. And yeah, I think the next is the show where Dabota and her daughter took their dog to the dog, would I say, is it to the dog clinic, where, and they cleaned the dog up and kind of, would I say, have his hair shaved and shaping to a nice one. And in the process, they show how Dabota was conversing with her daughter, which shows that they have a good bond. And she was telling her that she's traveling, she will need to travel. And the daughter asked how many days, and she says 3 days. And she was saying, oh, her daughter is only kind of comfortable with her sister and her mom. So maybe definitely by the time they have this conversation, I think the daughter was okay for her to travel for just a couple of days. So they showed that part. The daughter is very beautiful, I like the fact that these people are actually showing how they out of their busy time they still need to make sure, they have to make sure that they engage with their children. Next is Diane. I think she invited the ladies over for this eco party thing, but I think it's an indoor thing that is just maybe you'll be the one that invited people, and there will be a live band. So she invited one of a friend that she said is her daughter's. She met her through when they are doing school run for their children, and they become friends. So she asked her to come over, and she said something that was a bit funny there. She said, oh, she will be her eyes with the other housewife when they come, so that when they talk about her, do something about her, she'll be the one that will tell her, blah, 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 because she'll be busy. I get her point, but at the same time, can't you just put a camera there and hear it for yourself? Because what if the person you want to download each housewife for you is a bit biased? So it might give you a wrong impression about the other housewife based on what she's told you. So that bit, I just feel maybe it's just something that was just scripted to just put that in there. Not to forget her outfit, she looks stunning. The green, skin color and everything. She's a pretty woman. So yeah, she dressed well. Then later, Dabota was the next person, that the first housewife that joined her. She looks very stunning with her cara, very short. They took picture and all that. Then who came next? Carolyn joined them as well. Carolyn came very beautiful. Even at the entrance to DM's would I say co-party thing was very flowery, very nice. People really compliment that. And she said she likes live band. She printed this money notes for herself, because how Nigerians, they are not allowed to spray naira anymore. So she printed one because she said she likes to just to spray, so at least they will not come after her. So that's that bit. Later Laura joined, and she was looking very stunning. African Nigerian, very beautiful. Anyway, and she came into with her dance, and fast. She really enjoyed herself. They all went on the floor. Dance, bent down, stood up. They were happy. In the process of, I think that Dabota realized that her dress was ripping now. When you sit down, you hear the prum. So it means it's a bit too tight. So then she was trying to dance, but I think she's more conscious of also the dress. She said each time she's moving, she could hear the rip. So later she went to go and sit down. Then Miriam joined, and she came with her African clothes. She wore a very nice gele, that dress with the tail. Though Diadem has warned her not to wear gele, but she did. Yeah, Miriam, I've begged her, please don't wear gele to my show or to my party. But Miriam still made sure she wore. She said she's been there before, that she knows the place. She was there last week, blah, blah, blah. I just feel, you need to respect people's this thing. They told you what to don't wear gele. Just try and respect it. I just feel at this point that what Miriam is looking for, she's trying to trigger them. She wants to be the villain, they call it in the show, and they are still watching her before they will give it to her. But she looks very stunning, very agile, everything. But I did not see that. I did not observe that DM was cross with the way she dressed. She only said it in her confession that she wore the gele and even tail, and that was. But she said she enjoyed herself anyway, which was good. No extra other beef. Yeah, there's some places that I missed. Dabota and DM, they met. And they wanted to know that this question that they keep asking about, how did we know ourselves, or how did we meet? Was this the same thing that you also get the same question? Is it the same energy? Do you think there's something else to it, to this their questioning thing? So Dabota just gave DM this reaction, like when they asked, just put on your phone and start doing like I don't care, noise, so they showed that place and she said, oh, I think they just laugh over it. So she just wanted to know. And the fact that people were asking Carolyn as well that how does she feel the fact that Laura did not apologize when Carolyn apologized, and she said nothing really, that she knows that she wants an apology, blah blah blah. Some people were concerned that while they asking them, that could make Carolyn to feel more entitled, and it could cause more rift, or they will fight. To me, I think it's part of the script given to them. They will be themselves, but there will be some point which they will want them to kind of portray. If not, why would they be going around and they will be showing that thing? So yeah, that's that bit about would I say Dabota and the housewife were good. There's no drama much. This is episode 3. There wasn't much really, so I just have to kind of review it as well. And towards the end, they show Sophia Mahmoud. She hasn't really come into the picture yet, but they just show us a clip where she was saying, what do I do with a poor man? I don't know. I think she's been trying to throw shade to the video, but yeah, if she says the video is a poor man, people know that he's not poor. So maybe it's because she's not getting much from him anymore, So, and I'm sure she's gonna bring that energy to the real housewife. I just hope that she should word her words well, so that people don't really come after her, and also to just protect her daughter's image and all this, because Nigerians and the video and Sophia issue. So yeah, she's they show us a little tips of her talking about she doesn't deal with maybe poor men, blah blah blah, the energy she's bringing. So far so good. Sophia hasn't really appeared in episode 3, and we hope to see her in the next episode. The housewives enjoyed themselves and they're still doing cool. Like Laura would say, we're cool. I think me and Caroline were gonna be cool. Me and this one were cool. So that's it, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section about the housewife. Do you think when you visit someone serve you food, they should also eat from the food, or they should also eat from the food, or if they give you a snack, they should nibble on it as well? Do you think it's rude not for them to touch from it, so that you could feel very comfortable and the conversation could go on? Which of the dressings do you like from the housewife in this season? And do you like the echo party that Diadem, which is Diola, organized? These ladies were looking so beautiful. They are beautiful. And what are your thoughts? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Please do not forget to like, share if you can. We appreciate that. And I will see you in my next review, which will be which will be episode 4. Take care, guys. Bye bye.